Former President Obama's presidential library project now flush with cash. The foundation reportedly lifting its donor restrictions set while he was in office. And the result, million-dollar donations from several U.S. corporations, including Microsoft. The project said to cost about $500 million. It should be done by 2021. All right, a federal appeals court striking down a decades-old tradition, now ruling elected officials in North Carolina violated the Constitution by opening their county meetings with a Christian prayer. Our chief religion correspondent, Lauren Green, joins me with more. And Lauren, this appears to be a classic case of separation of church and state, huh?
Oh, well, absolutely, yeah. You called it. But we're going to be seeing more and more of these cases as the secular watchdog groups have become much more litigious, and fewer and fewer people are actually identifying with any one religion. Now, these prayers had been a tradition for 50 years, and now that it's been ruled unconstitutional, it could pave the way for a showdown in the U.S. Supreme Court. Rowan County, North Carolina, in the heart of the Bible Belt, had opened its commissioners' meeting with prayer that often ended with "In Jesus' name," and invited those attending to join in. The American Civil Liberties Union filed a lawsuit on behalf of 3 residents who often attended the meetings.
If it opens in a way that makes me feel like I'm not one of those people that this Board of Commissioners is speaking to and for, I'm feeling sort of disenfranchised in a way.
On Friday, the Fourth Circuit U.S. Court of Appeals ruled 10-5 against the prayers. Giving the majority opinion, Judge J. Harvey Wilkinson wrote, "The prayer practice served to identify the government with Christianity and risked conveying to citizens of minority faiths a message of exclusion." While Judge Paul Niemeyer, writing for the dissenting opinion, said the majority's opinion strikes at the very trunk of religion, seeking to outlaw most prayer given in government assemblies, even though such prayer has been an important part of the fabric of our democracy and civic life. And the board chair defended the tradition.
We start with 2 things, a Pledge of Allegiance, and we're going to have a prayer. The prayers are called solemnizing prayers, and it's an opportunity for the commissioners to reflect, and these are for the commissioners as we look for wisdom as we do business on behalf of the county.
Now, with the ongoing lawsuit, the county commissioners have a chaplain now give their opening prayer. Rob?
Very interesting stuff. What's the next step here?
Well, of course, the county is still deciding if it should appeal to the U.S. Supreme Court. 2 commissioners said they would vote for it. They'll need a 3rd to go forward. Now, the High Court has allowed such prayers in limited situations. You might remember the 2014 case in Greece, New York. But in that case, the lawmakers themselves were not participating, and that's not the situation in North Carolina. So this case could really set a precedent.
It certainly could, yeah. All right. Thank you so much, Lauren. Appreciate that.